They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Daxton Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go play action with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now it's Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Here's Jake Bailey now. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one of the many games we'll be watching around the NFL here these final few weeks of the campaign. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 31, Burrow completes it to Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
The Patriots in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ty Montgomery, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Gun.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MP paint. 11 MP paint.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Burrow will throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Again, it's Harris on second down. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. DJ Reader there on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He finds Austin complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 2.
From midfield now, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll try the right side with Harris. To about the 35, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Quick completion to Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that turn it into a catch.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Bulldozes past him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 10. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Burrow will throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This for the lead in the final stages. McPherson's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. On for the extra point is Folk. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Patriots, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come